Hey! Now, it is time. Let's get into the end. That was so easy. That was so easy. It's not possible. It's not possible that we need the dragon egg. I forgot the piston, so now the problem is, where is the egg? There is it. So we can grab the dragon egg, and this way we should be getting a third dragon egg, and even the fourth one. Sorry, third one. We have 3 dragon eggs. We can go back. Now getting that ender dragon was fairly easy. But what I want to do as well is start farming the loot from the ender dragon. Using the mob evolution, we can get pristine ender dragon matters, which we can use in a loot fabricator to get dragon's breath, dragon egg, dragon hearts, and draconium. I'm interested in all of them. However, as I mentioned in the previous episode, Hasium is a problem to get. For data models, we need Asinine. Asinine you get by combining Astanine with Hasium. I've got a bunch of Astanine, but I don't have any Hasium. The way we get Hasium until now is through loot crates. We have a 67% of getting 2 moles of Hasium, I believe. But we can also use fission. And we are quite near to fission, but first we need to go through this line of quests. So for that, we are going to quite rush the mod pack. So my main idea until now was to just advance through the mod pack like calmly, getting first all of the machines that I can passive as for now, before continuing. But that quite changed in these few episodes. I've been rushing the whole thing. I physically rushed the first chapter, the same with the second chapter to get the cobble generator, the same with the third chapter to get into the atom, and the same with this fourth chapter to get into the end and get the dragon. My idea was to get into reactors and the complex part of fusion and fission in this episode, but that will have to wait. What we will do is rush this questline here. We get the fission multiblocks, we get the rhodium and maybe the infinite modifiers, and we will craft our first nether star in order to get into fission, which is what we need to craft more Hasium. It's going to be quite fun. So let's start with this. The first part of the quest, of the mandatory quest, is fairly simple. We need 16 ender pearls, we need to hold a manufactory, and we need to hold an alloy furnace. That was very easy. Very easy and very simple. We also need an isotope separator, which should be also very easy. We are not going to use this, I think, not yet. And then we need to get the fission multi-block, which should be very simple. Should be very easy. I think I already have most of the stuff that we need. Let's grab the isotope separator back. Let's grab the fission controller. We will need 3 fission cores and a bunch of fission casing. I need more. Fission multi-block. Let's put it around this place for now. It's not going to be the final place for the multi-block, but we need to start somewhere. And there is the fission multi-block. We can just connect this to power. Very simple, and we are ready to use this. Fission. That easy. So we need to get rhodium from either actinium, thorium, or protactinium. We are going to be using thorium, of course, because it's the only easy thing we have available to use. And let's start making some rhodium. 1 stack of rhodium. With that, we unlock chapter 6 completely. Welcome to chapter 6. Now would be a good take to take. Now would be a good take to take. I think the developer had, needed to take a break. It's a good idea to take a short stretch break. For me, it isn't. Here we need, for new molds, we need titanium, dysprosium, mendelevium, and ruthenium. For titanium, we can come here and grab one full stack. Or maybe let's grab two. 2 stacks of charcoal, pulverized charcoal. We can throw this in a dissolver, from which we will be getting titanium oxide. Now it's just as easy as dissolving the titanium oxide to get both titanium and oxygen. This process will take a bit more of a complicated process. We need a chemical dissolver, and we will input cobblestone into this, which will dissolve. This will take a lot of attempts, but we should have a 0.14% of getting dysprosium. This gets better with stone. And I think we are actually going to use stone. So let me take one of these redstone furnaces. We will set it up here. Input from the bottom will output to the right. And now we should have a better chance of getting dysprosium. It's going to take quite the time, but it's the only option we have. Again, we can use fusion, but we are still not there yet. And all of these goodies we can just transfer it into a chest. And hopefully in one of these we get dysprosium. So mendelevium is easier than the rest. You only need to dissolve wither skeleton skulls. I got this from Loot Fabricator, from pristine wither skeleton matter, as I explained you in the previous episode. That's why wither skeletons are quite nice. And we get a bunch of mendelevium from this. Way more than what we actually need. Okay, that's enough. That's too much. Last but not least, we need to pay another visit to the end. And we need to travel. We need to do some traveling. Hello. Where's my bird? So let's do something simpler. The old trapdoor trick, which is not working. What's happening? Ender pearls are working. There is it. It worked. And from here, we need some of the chorus flowers, which doesn't seem to be collected with the crossbow. We can collect them manually. Now here I have a phytogenic insulator. We can replace the sugarcane with some chorus flower. And with this we can get a bunch of chorus fruit. The chorus fruit, we can burn this into popped chorus fruit. And the popped chorus fruit, we can turn it into purple. This purple, we can dissolve it to have a chance of getting ruthenium. Okay, now I'll just work on ruthenium and wait on dysprosium. And I'll be back. So after maybe 1 hour of being FAK, we have at last our stack of dysprosium. Now we combine the dysprosium with ruthenium, with mendelevium, with titanium, and 4 of hydrogen, as well as 1 stack of rhodium. We will get our first nether star. And that way we unlock fusion. Now there is a problem. We need more than 1 nether star. Exactly, we need 3 nether stars. I'm not going to wait. What I'm going to do is kill 3 withers, I think. Kill 2 withers that I'm missing. Now, if you thought I would chase the wither, of course I will. Now we wait. And there's it. So easy. We get a wither star. That's simple. Now, why did we need it to craft the wither stars? I don't know. But it was needed to be crafted in order to get the quest. So we can now continue with the fusion multiblock. Now we can craft the fusion controller. We can craft the fusion core 3 times. And finally, hopefully I have enough. A lot of fusion casings. And I am missing tungsten. Of course I'm missing tungsten. Do I have tungsten here? I have tungsten. That is not going to be enough. Well, after another while, I finally have enough for the fusion multiblock. It is just too much. Too much resources, which I don't have right now. And that is the fusion multiblock. Again, so many resources I don't have. But with this I hope everything will be better. But I can just hope so much. Now fusion allows us to make easy hassium. Now we don't have to struggle for hassium. I just use tellurium and barium. And we get hassium. 52 plus 56, 108. We can use both to make more adenine. And then we can use this adenine to make more of these data models. Nice, and now we have easy data models. This is very nice. I'm liking this. I come here and got the wither 4 times. So let's use 4 data models in order to make 4 wither data models. And I'll start level them up. And that is the last wither. I think having them up to advanced is going to be more than enough. At the end we are leaving them just generating resources passively. Now the first thing I'm going to do is set up these simulation chambers. And start producing some wither pristines. Now before doing that we need to make sure we are producing enough energy to sustain 4 wither data models. They do require 2048 RF per tick, and I am only producing right now 360. This time 8 generators, 2880, so I would only be able to support 1 wither data model. Now before anything I don't need a bunch more of GP, so let's do a dragon egg mill. And let's use one of our dragon eggs to produce more grid power. We have 146 right now. If we put a dragon egg mill, we'll have 646. So nice. As long as these dragon eggs don't disappear, we have a bunch of GP to spare. Now if we were to add 4 more of these speed upgrades in each culinary generator, we would be producing 2880 and something RF per tick per each generator. And now that we have the dragon mill, we can afford also that GP that we are required. And now we should have enough energy in order to produce, to use the wither data model, 4 of them at the same time. So we only need to give them some polymer clay, and we are running iterations. And that is our first pristine. The first pristine wither model. This will give us nether stars. That easy. The second iteration with pristine. That was so lucky. Another change we have to do here is that on these sites, instead of having maximum 4 pizzas per generator, maybe we can afford 16. And here we can extract stacks instead of single. And now we should be producing. Maybe. We also need to change these energy fluid ducts for signalum. And now we are gaining energy. Well, yes, we are gaining energy now. And we are burning a lot of pizzas. But I feel we are still producing more pizzas than we can burn. Now we need a lot of end crystals. For that we need a lot of gas tiers. We will do this in the future with pristine gas matter, but for now we can also use again deep mob evolution to make these resources. So let's do a bunch of spider eyes, which we can get from the spider data model, but I'm not running it yet. And then together with some sugar and hellish matter, we can get a bunch of gas tiers. And I'm missing 2 nether stars, so let's use one of our pristine matters. Let's grab a loot fabricator. Let's put it here, and let's grab some nether stars. That easy. It is that easy. And now we can get the dragon 7 more times. So let's do the dragon first one more time. So we can get 2 dragon eggs, one from the fight itself, and the second one from this more eggs quest. And then we will do the dragon 6 more times in order to level up to basic. Now with 4 dragon eggs, we can craft 4 ender dragon data models, and we can start leveling these ones. Let's do this 6 more times, and I'll be back with you. Now I'm finished with the 6 dragons, and I don't know what happened, or when it happened, but I have 3,331 levels. We have to do something with that. But I don't know why I have so many levels. Anyway, I got the dragon 6 times more, and I got in total 8 dragon hearts, counting the other 2 times we killed the dragon, apart from these 6 now. And we have 4 ender dragon data models up to basic. Now this consumes a bit more than the wither one, 2560, but I think we should be able to run them all at the same time. So let me just change these ones very quick. In that time, I've got this much extraterrestrial matter and more than 1 stack of pristine wither matter. That is a lot of nether stars. Let's start actually cooking these to get the nether star itself. But all of these should start running. I should be able to run constantly. Not really, because I'm using this the loot fabricator. What happens if I pause this? Yeah, I'm not producing enough energy. I'm not producing enough energy to sustain 4 ender dragon data models. Of course I'm not. What if I add 1 more speed upgrade to each culinary generator? Quite there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have 150 million RF as a buffer, so I don't think I don't think it will be a problem anytime soon. We've got there 1 pristine ender dragon matter. That is pretty nice. Now before finishing with all of this rush kind of sprint section of the mod pack, I want to enter into draconic evolution. The main reason we have these wireless crystals, energy crystals, as the only method of wireless energy, as far as I'm concerned. And this requires first the energy relays, which requires fusion crafting, which requires a lot of wyvern corns and wyvern energy cores. The same with the wyvern energy relay. It requires draconic. And all of these things that I've just mentioned, they require draconium. How do we get draconium? We get from this crafting recipe. So 4 purple glowstone dust, 4 dimensional shards, and 1 draconium dust. We already get draconium dust from this pristine ender dragon matter. The purple glowstone is basically purple dye together with glowstone, but we are still missing the dimensional shards. And for that, we need to enter into RF tools, specifically RF dimensions. We need very, very basic stuff. So first, a dimension builder. We will need a dimension inscriber. We will need a dialing device. And finally, a matter transmitter. Now from all of this time, I've been recollecting some loot crates. Specifically, these dimensional loot crates. These loot crates will give us dimlets. And dimlets are quite interesting, and as they will kind of allow us to edit our dimensions. So I think I'll have them all somewhere here. I really don't have a place for them, but I think I'll set them somewhere here for now. So we can put our chest here and we can start opening loot crates. We've got 1 stack and 48 dimlets parcels. And we can just open all of them. These are all of the dimlets we've got. I don't know how to use them, and I'm not going to bother learning how to use them just yet. Because what I want is just a very basic dimension in order to get our first pieces of dimensional shards. And for that we will need an empty dimension tab. So we can place our dimension describer. This requires power, or maybe not. Maybe it doesn't require power. I'm just turning crazy. So let's put it here. With this, we can put a dimension tab here. And if we were to choose from these dimlets, we would just put them here inside this part and it will edit the dimension, making it quite different from a default dimension. I'm not going to do that. So we can just store this and this will be a dimension. As it has nothing in it, it is fairly cheap to maintain. It costs 1000 RF per tick to create. It costs 10 RF per tick to maintain. So this is a very, very cheap dimension. It has nothing special on it. We just want this dimension to mine some RF shards. For that, we will use a dimension builder. This will charge its internal buffer, but we can put this dimension here and it will start creating it. As long as this dimension tab is here, it will first store some buffer power. It has a internal buffer of 40 million RF per tick. Sorry, so only 40 million RF. And it has a maintenance cost of 11 RF per tick. So yes, it's very basic. Really doesn't need anything special. We can put a dial-in device and a matter transmitter. This matter transmitter we can add a name, and here we have two tabs. The first one is the matter transmitter, and the second one is the dimension that we've just created. We can just select this dimension, make sure we are selecting the matter transmitter that we are going to be using, and we can dial. And we are ready to enter into our new dimension. And of course it's a water dimension. This is so weird. Of course it's water, only water. Now before going out and creating another dimension that will be actually useful, we have these small rooms where we can find more dimlets. So it is fairly nice to, you know, to loot them. We might find some interesting dimlets we would like to have. And I finally found some. No, it's not. I got confused. I thought I finally found some of that ore I'm looking for. But no, it is not. Now, I finally found it. Dimensional shard ore. Only one. No way. No way, there is only one. So let's see. 10 minutes 4. No! I need one more. Only one more. And there it is. Quicker than what I took before. But with that, we have 5 dimensional shards. Only 5. This is so bad. But this is enough. This is enough. Now we can go back. Now we need to fuse 2 moles of germanium to get gadolinium. And then this gadolinium together with a lot of ammonium dichromate. There is a lot of nitrogen and a lot of hydrogen. And 4 dimensional shards, we get 20 dimensional shards. That is too much. Too much things. Although I need 32. The quest asks for 32, so I'll have to do more of it. And 20 more dimensional shards. And there's it, essence of reality. Now of course here it says, after mining some dimensional shards, you can craft more of them in the chemical combiner with some chemicals. I didn't found enough, so I had to craft them. Now, while all of these dragons were running, we are almost one stack of pristine. Also, all my nether stars are so beautiful, and we can start producing some draconium. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough for now. We really don't need that much draconium just yet. Now, for draconium, we only are missing the purple glowstone. So with the purple dye, we can craft a bunch of purple glowstone dust, and then this with dimensional shards and draconium dust, maybe this way, we can craft draconium ingots. Essence of dragons. And with that, we officially enter into draconium evolution, into draconic evolution. It's going to be so fun. Not really, because I need more dimensional shards, and I have none. So I need to craft a bunch more. It is such a pain. So yeah, I'll go craft a lot more of dimensional shards. Now we don't need a lot of dimensional shards, and that's why I've made this small automation for ammonium dichromate. So just quickly, everything starts here. We have a phytogenetic installator, which will get us sugarcane. Sugarcane will be dissolved into sucrose, and sucrose will be dissolved into carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. In this side here, we are inputting nitrogen, and we are taking hydrogen from here to make ammonium. And then the ammonium, we are combining it with oxygen and chromium to get ammonium dichromate. Very simple, very easy. And we have for 20, 40, 60 dimensional shards. So that's 20. That is 20 more. And the last 20. We have 52 in total. Now, of course, I need to save 4. We can make a bit more of this purple glowstone. We can craft a bunch more of draconium ingots. In total, we have 20 now. This is nothing. This is barely anything. But let's see how much we can do with the with what we have right now. So let's do step by step. We are going to get 1 draconic core only. Then we can get 1 wyvern energy core. And the energy core, we can use it to get 4 basic energy relay crystals. Now, after some more draconium crafted, this is just so expensive. We can craft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draconic cores and only 2 wyvern energy cores. So I need to craft a bit more of draconium. It's just too much. Now, with a little more draconium I have, we can make 1, 2, 3, and 4 wyvern energy cores. And with this, we can upgrade the basic energy relays to wyvern energy relay. This is so expensive. It is so expensive. These relays, I'm thinking one of them, we are going to turn it into input-outputs crystals. One of them, we are going to keep it as relay. And the other 2, we are going to turn it into these wireless energy crystals. But with this, finally, we should be able to get rid of all of these awful fruits ducts and be able to use the wireless energy. Some draconium after, we can craft 1, 2, 3, and 4 draconic cores. This one we can turn them into particle generators. And all of these, we can turn them into wyvern wireless energy crystals. As I mentioned, one of them will be inputs-outputs. And the last thing we are missing is the range for draconic evolution, so the crystal binder. And of course I need first 1 more energy core, and then I'll need 2 more draconium before I can do it. We can use it to get the crystal binder. And with this we should be ready to do all of this fun stuff. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'll have to first edit this first part of the video and we will see. So I have edited the video until now and it is quite long. So we are going to end it up here. In the next episode we will start doing all of the changes that we need to do in the base to have better infrastructure. That includes may have a bunch of phytogenic insulators, growing stuff that we need to produce. That also include upgrading our phytogrow infrastructure in order to only produce fruits phytogrow as much as we can, and also upgrading our pizza production and maybe changing the pizza we are using in order to produce more energy. We might as well do some more fusion and fission reactors, these ones from Chemistry, in order to make all of this process for this red thing, which I forgot the name, in order to produce more, to passive the dimensional shards, and also have a proper setup for the mob learning. So everything that it's included, in all of these things that we've done through these few episodes. So next episode will be quite loaded with a lot of stuff. But anyway, this is the end of the episode. If you're still here, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.